everyone. Today we're going to be doing something a little differently. I'll be showcasing all of the deck boxes that I've done. They're all custom made. I make them myself. Everybody keeps asking in the comments, but I've shown all of these in the separate deck profiles that I've done, but I figure I might as well just do a whole video on all the deck boxes. If you're interested in purchasing one, I finally am now doing commissions. I've done a couple now. Yeah, if you're interested, you can go to my Discord in the channel description and just go to the Discord and then DM me privately, and then we can discuss exactly the specifics. Anyways, yeah, this is in no particular order. I'm just gonna grab them from the side and just go over them. This is Marincess. I'm really happy with how the crest came out and the coral on the back and the front, but the clasp I'm not a huge fan of. I think I used this on like 2 of the boxes, but I didn't do it on any. This is like one of the earlier ones. Not a huge fan of it because it creases the leather pretty bad, and then it wore off all the paint and stuff on the inside. So I mean, it won't come out. This is probably the most secure box, but not a huge fan of it. So yeah, that's Marincess. This is one of my favorite ones that I've done. There's some stuff that I would do differently, but ultimately it's pretty good. It does have the Velcro, which the Velcro is nice on certain parts, but there's other. I think if I were to go with a closing mechanism from now on, which I think I am, I think I'm gonna go with the metal clasp. It has a couple of the frogs on it. It has Swap Frog, Ronan. He doesn't have the sword, but he does have the circles. That's Dupe Frog. That's Unifrog, Substitoad, and Flip Flop Frog. It's a little hard because, you know, they are 2-dimensional, but really happy with these, the main 3 on the front, you know, Ronan, Dupe, and Swap. It is painted, so eventually, after a lot of wear and tear, the paint will chip off after a long time because it's not dyed. That's why it has that finish on it. But for the most part, I really like this one a lot. Next we have Legendary Ocean, or Legendary Fisherman, or Umi, or, you know, it's all encompassing that whole Mako Tsunami kind of deal. So like this is Mako's headband, for example. Really happy with this one. Just a little wave symbol, and then Legendary Ocean on the back. It came out really nicely. Once again, Velcro. Similar to the frog one, I think I actually made those 2 at like the same time. This one is also painted, that's why it has that really clean finish, but again, the paint is a little weird. It will chip after a long time, but so far it's held up pretty good, and I've had it for a couple months now. Still, and then I use silver for like the snowflakes and the ice barrier symbol. Came out really nicely. Once again, Velcro. I used Velcro on a lot of them, just because you do get a lot more of the artwork than you do with the clasp or the button, because you need a lot of room for them. This is like completely hidden underneath the box, so it's kind of nice. But again, it does kind of get messy, and it's not the cleanest closing. Like this one, the Velcro came out horribly. This is Aqua Actress. I really like the symbol. They don't really have a symbol except for the bubbles, which you'll see on the back. These came out beautiful. Really happy. I actually had a lot of help from my fiance with these ones, so shout out. She did a great job painting these. They kind of, I don't know what the syndrome is called. It's like where you're afraid to like look at holes or something, or fearful of like topography or something like that. It feels kind of like that in person. But yeah, it came out good. The Velcro on this one did not turn out well because it sticks up quite a bit. You can see it. So I think going forward, I don't think I'll be using Velcro. Another Velcro one. This is Paleo. I did Amalcaris, or not sure how you pronounce it, but the rank 2 monster on the back. I blacked it out because I do like the black and purple, like the trap card purple came out really nicely, but I did black everything out just because getting the paint to match exactly the monsters is a little difficult, but also just the black came out really nicely. So it did come out pretty clean. We have Gishki. Sorry, I'll show those two at the same time. So we do have, I like to think of these as like sibling decks. Just they are kind of similar and they have a lot of relation to one another. So I did make them very similar. I made these ones with like rounded scales, these ones with sharp scales, and then the back, they both have their mirrors for ritual summoning. So this is Nekroz and Gishki. So I tried to make them look a little similar. Not exactly the same, but you know. Then we have our sharks. I'm really happy with the sharks just because of the fin. The fin came out really good. It's pretty stable. And then the shark jaws, and then I drew a little shark on the back here. Came out really nice. I didn't want to do a monster, and you'll see that with a couple of them. I think I only did that with like Paleo and Legendary Ocean, where I did actual cards. Yeah, I drew the actual card, but I like the inspiration, plus it's more I don't know, unique. If I don't draw the actual card instead of just copy the artwork, then it's okay. So I just drew inspiration, like shark fin, shark jaws, and a shark. So came out cool, and the solid black looks nice. We have Gradles. I love this box. This is probably one of my favorites that I've done, just because Gradles are so color coded in the way that they are. So like, you know, Cobra's effect goes off when it's a trap card. That's why it's purple. Crocodile does or alligator, sorry. Alligator is spell card, so he's green, and then same thing with the eagle. Eagle's monster, so it's like brownish. And then the alien. And I did a little UFO on the back too. But they are super color coded, so I did something super unique with this box, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So this is one of my favorites. And then also again, you can kind of see it on camera where the glue from the Velcro kind of seeped in, and it's okay. I mean, it still works, and plus it's covered up by this, but yeah, it came out nice. One of my favorite ones. And we have Dynamis. I also really like this one. I did the pendulum scales for Dynamis. And I did a little line. They kind of have this like lines all over it. And then I did the steampunk like engine on the back, which came out really cool. One of my favorites. I do like Dynamis. Plus the way they play is kind of cool. This one is really neat. The white did come out super nicely, but you can kind of see here what will happen. This is one of the earlier painted ones that I did, so like that one was dyed. This one's painted white. That's the only way you can get white, is you do have to paint it instead of dyeing it. It does eventually kind of wear up, so it's super clean when I first made it, but you know, it's white, so it's gonna get dirty, it's gonna crack, but overall it came out so good. I really like the bear, and then I added Velcro on the inside of it. Super cool. Love this one. Then we have Phantasm Spiral. I added a little whirlpool because that's like what it is. It's like a whirlpool dragon. That's what it does. I did the original Spiral Dragon on the back here. Came out really good. And then I did like the head of the Spiral Dragon, the Phantasm Spiral Dragon. This is Spiral Serpent, that's right. Pretty cool. Nothing too special about this one, so it's okay. And we have Goaty. Really like Goaty. This is the Pisces symbol. It's not an H. It is the Pisces symbol. And I added, you know, paint constellations and stuff. So like this is also the Pisces constellation here. You can kind of see it in person really well. Oh, there we go. You can see the lines. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like this one a lot. So I learned a little bit of things from doing some of these boxes, like how to paint like Galaxy, like paint splatters. Came out really cool. This one's super simple, but really like it. This one's also painted. You can kind of tell. This is Cloudians, of course. I drew the cloud counters, and they're kind of all over the box. But it came out really clean, and that's why I like it. It is super simple, but very effective. And we have Crystons. Love Crystons. They came out really neat. I just drew a couple crystals representing them. So this is like Rosenix. These are the tuners. So I did Citri, Rion, and Quan. I think the blue one is the level one. Yeah, Quan. And then their symbol right here. So came out really cool. And again, I wanted to avoid like drawing the specific cards. Like I could have just drawn Quarion Gandrax or like Citri or something like that, but I feel like it's much cooler to have something like inspired by it instead of just dead on, oh, here's the art. I think this is a lot of people's favorite one, the penguin box, because it is just a penguin. I added, feet, flippers. Pretty cool. Really like this one a lot. Again, clean. Then we have White Aura Whale, or White Aura. The way that I think about White Aura is they're a bunch of marine mammals, or at least the synchros are. So I just put a bunch of mammals on there. So like I have a narwhal, I have a porpoise, a whale, and then I have two dolphins on the inside, like circling each other. Pretty cool. A little hidden behind this, which I kind of like. It's a little surprise when you open it. So a fan of this one a lot. And the color is like bone white, which they do have a lot of in their cards. So that's kind of why I went with this color. Also painted. But you do get some unique colors when you use the paint as opposed to dyeing. You can only go so far with the dye. Then we have, of course, Mermail. Mermail is one of my favorite decks. And this box came out really nicely. We got the Prince's Trident / Mermail Abyss Gaios' Trident. I based this off of Mermail Abyss Gaios and Neptibus's armor. So it came out really good. The silver shines really nicely. This is my custom deck, Water Heroes. It's just Elemental Heroes, but I'm really proud of how the polymerization came out on the back. So that came out really nice. So Water Heroes, really fun custom deck. It's kind of goofy, and it does one thing really well, which is just spam out Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, like over and over and over, just to keep wiping the field. Then we have Ice Jades. I learned a lot. I just did an Ice Jade for a client or a fan, and I definitely made some improvements on the box, the newest one. So there's some stuff I would have changed, and I did change in the newer version. But overall, the elements that I put in, like the gem sewn on the front and the crown and the, like, I guess because I looked at the concept art and it's kind of like, these are like their dyeing parts because they're like drying crystals. So it's pretty cool. This is what I added. That is Ice Jades. And the first one that started it all was, I really wanted to make a Plunder Patrol box because I really like Plunder Patrol. And I was like, oh man, that'd be kind of cool if you made it into like a treasure chest. And that's what the inspiration is. So this was the first one I did, the very first one, and came out really good. I got the Plunder Patrol insignia, and then I have like a map on the back, which came out really cool. And obviously like the lining like a treasure chest. I have two that I haven't done deck profiles on. One of them is Water Dragon, so I did like bonding, the bonding spells. And I really like this like vomit green that I chose because it is kind of goofy, because it is a goofy deck because you can't really play it by itself, so you mix it with dinosaurs. Let me know if you guys want to see the deck. It just feels weird to play it because it is just playing like worse dinos, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at with this one, but I do like it, or at least the artwork and stuff. And of course the other one, which I'm very vocal about that I don't like, is Rika. I do have Rika. I just haven't done a deck profile on it because... And the box came out okay. The pink and the black roses with their symbol came out really cool. I did like this floral border on it, so it came out pretty cool. The back is okay. I showed this to my friend, and he was like, why did you do an umbrella? And I'm like, well, all the cards have parasols or umbrellas in them. That's how little that it shows up in their design. I don't know, but yeah, it's cool. Yeah, if you guys want to see the deck profile, like, I'll do it. Just I'm not a huge fan of Rika. Plus, the way you play them is not like Rika's. It's like Rika, Sun Avalon, and then generic Therion, and you know, it's not a huge fan of it. But their box came out cool. I do also have these three. These are just generic like water, fire, and dark boxes. I was gonna do light, earth, and wind still. I just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, the just the regular attributes kind of came out cool. I can also do, if you guys are interested, I won't only just do water themed archetype boxes. Like if you guys want Snake Eyes, Fire King, you know, stuff like that, I'll be more than happy to come up with a design. I'm still actively working on a Fire King and Snake Eyes design right now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, if this was interesting or not. Yeah, like I said, if you're interested in getting a deck box for yourself, just go to my channel description and you should see a link to my Discord, and then just DM me from there and we can, you know, talk shop. Anyways, that is all, and have a good one.